Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3. In this episode we're going to do World 5 Skyland. But why is it called Skyland even though we're not really in the sky and just on land? But of course as we go halfway through this level, then, or this world at least, and we'll see why of course. Anyway, so just a few more of these levels here. We got a couple new enemies, or unless we did see them before. Oh, there's these guys right here. They're called walking piranhas. Those guys are obnoxious. They're a pain in the ass. I hate them so much. Well, especially in later levels actually, where they're gonna be everywhere, and they always like what they do. If you jump over them, then they'll jump up as well, and they try to bite you. The other enemies that you saw there, they're called Buster Beetles. I also don't like them either because you see those crystal blocks, and I might as well call them crystal blocks because they're like blue and shiny. They can pick those up and then they'll try to toss them at you because, well, they're dicks. They're absolute jerk-offs for doing so. And so that's all there is to it. So yeah, I guess not much else to say at this first half here. It's just like regular land and all that. Let's see if I can beat this memory matching game here for once and try to get all the items. Let's see, a mushroom, and I think the mushroom was right there. Ah, dongs. Okay, that was another boss. I thought I was going to succeed this time because I know once I get to another one of those mini games, then I actually manage to finish it and then get all the other items. Alright, this section here, you want to be careful with this one because, you know, I don't know if it'll just lead to a bottomless pit or for something down at the bottom, but... Or, I mean, if the game actually wants to get up there, then maybe there is. But, yeah, this kind of platforming is very tight here, and, yeah, just put a place... Oh, god damn it. Why did I do that? But, yeah, I guess not much else to say about this whole place here, so... I hope I don't run any commentary ideas. Oh, here's a bonus room right here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there we go. There's a mushroom there. Yeah, I guess if you end up being a small Mario for a level like this here, or at least for this room, then at least there's a mushroom that's right there to compensate for that. And we get some 3 extra lives. Huzzah! God damn, I have so many lives. Look at this. Just look at my life count. I got so many of them. Because, you know, like I said, this game's very easy to get extra lives, you know, because if you clear 10 of the stage, if you don't get a match, you still get a 1-up. And then, oh wow, this block is just like, for some reason, if you just special blocks them, we're kind of tear through the fabric of space, aren't we? But anyway, yeah, see, I'm still getting these 1-ups, and I always get lucky with the matches right here, so I get like so many of those extra lives. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty easy to get 1-ups, even though the game does get gradually more challenging. So. Alright, next mushroom house. Let's see what item we're gonna go pick up this time. It might be another one of those rare items. Oh my god, it's a Tanooki! Oh, at long last we finally get a Tanooki suit. So what that does is that it's actually the exact same as Wrecking Mario. Well, the difference being is that, you know, Mario goes well, he's fully suited as a Tanooki itself. And not only that though, but if you well, I'll actually show that a little later. But if you press and hold down the or press down the control pad or the and then you press the B button and hold onto it, then Mario actually temporarily turn to a statue, and he remains invincible for only a short amount of time, though. So that's actually one good use of it. But otherwise, it's very much similar to Wrecking Mario. And as you might not know, the Tanooki is supposed to be. It's another one of those references to a Japanese mythology. It's one of those mythical Japanese creatures, which I think might be some sort of a flying dog or a flying bear or something. But as far as I know, yeah, it's definitely one of those mythical Japanese creatures, yeah. All right, this level right here, there's another gimmick that we'll be seeing a little later. Yeah, there are going to be some instances where I think in a little bit I'll be getting a second Tanooki suit. So I do at least want to show it off, though. And yeah, just like with Wrecking Mario, then if you have the meter all the way to P, then you can actually fly. Alright, this one here. This is a Goomba shoe, and so once you put that shoe on, Mario will be able to actually just not only stop on the Spinies here, yeah, he's completely invincible against spiked enemies like the Spinies here, and he can also go across the hazardous obstacles like these guys here, these nippers? I mean, just call them nippers or little nips. I mean, that's probably a nickname at this point. So yeah, this shoe can be pretty deadly to all those spiked enemies. Oh yes, at long last, fear my death shoe! Ho 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 ho! You know, I actually went through all these playthroughs without even doing the Mario voice, because, like, whenever I do these Mario Let's Plays, and I always just try to fit in a Mario voice here. I really have done so, or I haven't done much of it in my Let's Play of Super Mario 64, but I guess it's probably... Ah, god damn it, I lost my shoe. Oh, so much for the death shoe. I mean, I guess because, you know, probably because of early installment weirdness and all that, and so I haven't gotten around to doing so. I know I do it a lot in the my Paper Mario Let's Play, but I haven't even done so for the classic Mario games, and so, like, I probably should have, though. Although, then again, it kind of makes sense when you think about it, though, because back then, like, this is back in the early NES days, and so Mario didn't really have a voice, well, except in the cartoons, though, and so if you watch the cartoons, you can actually just either make it out to be some kind of, like, Italian accent, you know, he's voiced by Captain Lou Albano, or his other voice, because it's a different guy voicing him in the Mario 3 and Super Mario World cartoon. I forgot his name, though. But I mean, it could either sound Italian, or especially in the latter's case, then it could actually be some kind of a Brooklyn accent. Because I remember seeing how Charles Martinet got on the role. He was like, he kind of did an impression, go like, "Hey, it's me, Mario. How you doing?" So I mean, you know, I guess I probably could have just gone for a Brooklyn or just a regular Brooklyn accent, or Boston accent rather, or maybe just for some kind of a New Yorker accent or something like that. Or I just could have gone for that, but I don't know. I always just go for the default voice that Charles Martinet started, because this is way back before way back before Charles Martinet started doing the Mario voice. So by the time of Super Mario 64, although I know there were other games before then, there was like Mario Teaches Typing and some other games like that, but a lot of people will know that as like Super Mario 64 being well known for Charles Martinet's performance for quite a long time, though. And then by the time of Super Mario Wonder, then we got a new guy, Kevin Afghani, which of course I gotta say that, you know, he's such a great addition right here, because you know, he actually, you know, he does his very best to do Mario voice, and you know, I'm sure he'll do a lot better for the for many more years to come, but actually not bad for a first try. So he's actually real good at his role. So I'm pretty impressed by that. So, but yeah, I guess yeah, I probably should just go with those Mario voices whenever I can. All right, this level right here. This is actually a special kind of level here. This right here is a tower, and it's actually supposed to be some sort of a bridge kind of level, and you'll actually see why here. Actually, if you look at the overworld, it kind of looks like some kind of a pile of shit mountain. What the hell? What is this? Conker's Bad Fur Day? But yeah, it's kind of like all those other fortresses. Like there's still Womp, or the Thwomps. I almost call the Womps. I mean, the Womps don't really appear in. Well, I think they first appear in Mario 64, if I'm not mistaken. I think they do. Yeah. No, we're just Swamps right here. Actually, one kind of thing that I miss about it is like I would just hear their sounds. I mean, I know there's no like special sound effects for them here, or there are voice effects, but I don't know, I just see the Swamps are just something like, "Rrrr!" I don't know, that was like that kind of sound there. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is. So you just send upwards, and then Mario, get up that goddamn pipe. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I actually kind of start having a bit of trouble trying to get up to the pipe, even though I try to press up on that analog stick. And you know, and I'm playing this, and like I've been saying this before, I'm playing this on my Nintendo Switch Online, and so I don't really have the classic NES controller, even though I probably should have, though, just for the sake of the tradition here. I was actually using my Pro controller for this one, and I'm actually using my analog stick because I don't know, it feels awkward just having to use the D-pad on there. Because I guess I'm a lot more used to using the analog sticks, but I guess just me playing other games for that. So I guess it feels a little bit awkward, though. So, but if I try to use the D-pad, then it's kind of hard just to try to get a handle. So anyway, so yeah, look at that here. Now we're actually in the sky, and that's literally what's called, just the sky. Yeah, very original there. See, after you climb the tower, then that's actually the second half of this world here. Just it's all like nothing but sky levels. And these ones you have to make leaps of faith. These platforms will spin constantly, so you have to make these leaps of faith. And oh, look at that, waterfalls in the sky. Huh? Waterfalls in the sky. Well, I could say that it could either come from, I don't know, maybe Skyward Sword or Tears of the Kingdom. I know Tears of the Kingdom; those things are everywhere. But I mean, I'm sure there's like other games that's kind of like that that might exist that I'm not even thinking of. But so yeah, so that's basically what the rest of the world will entail, is just sky levels. Also, this level here, be careful with this one though, because you see all these well, you can call them donut platforms. Stay on them too long, then they'll actually sink down, and then you want to make sure to just quickly jump as much as you can. In fact, you don't want to jump constantly though, because that's just what they'll do. Sorry. You'll actually see them blink first, and then they start dropping down. So yeah, be careful. Oh, these guys, fire chops. These guys are a little annoying. They can try to God, that's all these enemies everywhere. God damn. Those fire chops, they're a bit of a pain in the ass. So they'll try to breathe a little bit fireballs at you, and they move around as well. But you see how that they had their fire tail, and then they actually spend one section of it, and then after it's all gone, they actually self-destruct. So that's what you want to be careful for. Yeah, everything's all sky blue here, which is actually kind of nice. Though it looks real pretty in the NES. All right, let's see if I can beat this one this time. I think oh damn it! I guess I forgot where that one starman was. Okay, there we go. There's that one, and then if I can see if I can remember where that flower was. It was right there. Yep, there we go. And then if I can just remember where that mushroom was, I'd take a there we go. Yeah, I had a guess right there too where that mushroom was. But there we go. And so after completing that, then that's all there is. And then you get all those items are in your inventory. That's in addition, and also with coins and extra lives as well. One kind of thing. Oh, cool. Oh, there's a second Tanooki that I got here. Nice. So one thing I do want to add though is that the tower itself, it's actually one of those levels where you actually can revisit though. If you go over to that warp pipe, you'll be taken back to that, or I think you just instantly go back to the land itself. But then you have to climb that tower all over again just to get back to the sky area. So it's one of those levels where it's one of the rare levels where you can actually revisit. And I guess it makes sense though because you want to go back to the land itself, then you can do so. Although it's kind of pointless either way though, because if you complete all the levels, you can't really go back to those. Yeah, it's for some reason, like after completing them, then the game doesn't let you replay them. Well, at least I think they do, because I tried them out and it didn't seem to work. And so yeah, this is where I show off the Tanooki suit, and you saw how Mario has the ability where he turns into a statue for a short time though, and so that allows him to be invulnerable against enemies. This over here, those are you see all these parabeetles right here. If you just go on top of them, and then they can serve as platforms. Although I guess they kind of just get weighed down right here because since Mario's not much of a fat ass. Actually, if you look a little closely, and I mean, whenever Mario's in his default Super Mario form, if you actually look closely, you see how I always notice how fat Mario looks. I mean, you actually clearly see his belly just by taking a look. Like it's like I don't know. Is Mario one of Mario's fast? I mean, actually, kind of think of it, Mario definitely looked a lot fatter back in the early NES days. And even though like later Mario games, like particularly the 3D era, kind of slimmed down a bit. Although his gut is still visible, but he kind of looks a little bit slim in comparison. But yeah, I guess it's kind of weird in a way. Then again, though, he does love pasta, so. But despite that, that doesn't really mean that that would hinder his jumping abilities, because that's what he's known for. That despite how chubby he looks, he's very extremely capable of performing those acrobatic feats, like just doing these higher jumps and somersaults and all that. So yeah, that's one kind of ability about him, for his jumps. So anyhow, yeah, I've run out of things to say at this point. Yeah. I think some people just want to name it Skyworld, but then again, though, that name's already taken because that's Kid Icarus kind of thing. I'm trying to think of it though. Like speaking of Kid Icarus, so I'm sure a lot of you guys still remember Kid Icarus Uprising for the 3DS, and I have not played that game in so long, and I've actually been meaning to go back to it because back then I didn't really own a copy of the game, so because back then I didn't really have a job. I was still going to school, or going to my high school, and so I didn't have a job yet, and I couldn't really afford to get a new game and all that, and there probably have some other games I was wanting to get as well. But I actually did eventually get around to playing Kid Icarus Uprising because I borrowed a copy from a friend of mine's, and I had a lot of fun with it though. Except for the control though, because the control really does give you a lot of hand cramps. But yeah, it's like one of those games where it finally appears after so many years of Pit not getting his own game. Because what's weird though is that I'm going on topic just by talking about a different game, but because we have a Kid Icarus for the NES game, and then there's also the the Game Boy game called Of Myth and Monsters, which nobody apparently really talks about. And then he's kind of left in the dust for quite a while, or for quite a long time until Super Smash Bros. Brawl, complete with the whole complete with the whole makeover and all that here. And so once we get to 2012, and then that's when Kid Icarus Uprising came out, so it became so popular. And then it got left in the dust again, so it kind of makes me wonder, like, we're gonna get another game, or at least maybe a remaster for the Switch or something like that. I mean, that's what I could say. I mean, you know, if Luigi's Mansion Dark Room could do it, then I mean, I don't see how Kid Icarus Uprising could. So this fortress here, there's lava everywhere, and you know, and the ceiling here, the ceiling is lava, and you'll see these fireballs coming out from the ceiling as well. So that gets even more dangerous here, and also more boos. Yeah, so we'll just keep heading over this way, and then we should reach the end of the level right here. So we can so there's just one more boom in the face. I think this one has a different kind of strategy here. We had to resummon him first. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this Boom Boom right here, he grows wings, and so he just flies around first, and then he'll try to charge at you. Yeah, I think just as long as I think it's easier with Raccoon Mario or Tanooki Mario to just try to send upwards and then be able to just jump on him, and so that was it. But overall, it's just still the same. So I mean, you know, not much. I mean, just with that kind of different strategy, then you should be able to defeat him like that. So. Anyway, so yeah, Kid Icarus Uprising. It's another one of those games that I've been meaning to go back to playing, because you know I haven't really played for like over about a decade by now. Because you know there's like so many other games that I've been having to play. There's like with new games coming out and all that, and just having to play this as well. Like too many games. Yeah, too many games. I mean, wow, I just referenced that convention over in Philadelphia. Speaking of conventions, though, I mean, I also, that's another thing I want to do on my my to-do list, or I mean, I guess you could say my my bucket list, because I still haven't gotten to those just yet, though. Those game conventions. Although the one thing that's always that people talk about is this one convention called the MegaCon, which I've also never really gone to. It's actually over in Orlando, and you know, at the time that I've been living around in Orlando, it's basically like my local kind of convention, but I guess I'm probably one of those very few people here on YouTube that talks about it, because like it's mainly stuff like with TV shows and maybe some games or anime. But I would say the kind of conventions I want to go to the most are just game conventions like PAX East, MomoCon. There's also Too Many Games or MagFest. Yeah, those ones I actually really want to go to, and I never even been to those actually, and I've actually been wanting to for quite a long time now. And then during COVID, then I guess I kind of botched plans here. Oh, and also this level here, this is actually another one of those auto scrollers, but it actually goes upwards. So that way you want to be careful. And if you're Raccoon Mario, if you use the P-Wing, make sure you don't hug the top of the screen so much, because there will be enemies coming at you. So anyways, yeah, those conventions is another one of the things I really would like to go to. Although, I think the closest, well, actually the quote-unquote closest convention that I can go to, that without having to buy a plane ticket is over in MomoCon, because that's in Atlanta, and then, you know, since having lived in Florida, then I can actually just, just drive up there and not have to worry about buying a plane ticket. You know, it's just up in Atlanta, so it's basically like my local one. So I think for starters, I actually would like to go to MomoCon, although I know that's already happening, and well, maybe it's already happened and people have already gone, and I never got to go because, well, for one thing, work and some other shit that I had to take care of. But overall, though, I actually still do plan on going to at least any one of those conventions. You know, I'll still be because I'm still thinking about like doing the other ones like with MagFest or PAX East, Too Many Games, and all that. You know, that's going to be on my to-do list for the future. So because what I need first is I don't necessarily have the correct income just yet, though. So if I were to get that, then well, at least for getting a plane ticket for the others. I mean, with MomoCon though, not so much. I don't have to worry about it that much, because all I have to do is just get a ticket and then and just make sure I have the gas money. And I can actually just at least take my car up there up to Atlanta if I want to attend. But for the others, I'd have to go for a plane ticket, because there's just like for out states. But But yeah, those conventions I really do want to get to, and also to those of my subscribers that might also be planning on going, like I can actually just if I was going to a game convention for any one of those, then I'll let you guys know. I'll post on one of my posts, or if you follow me on Twitter, then I'll post on that as well. So I'll let you guys know if I ever do plan on going to those conventions, and if you guys are ever interested and you want to. If you want to meet with me, I mean, I might not be just going for my doing a panel there, because I don't necessarily plan on that, unless they ask me to. But for one of the panels, but you know, but I can let you guys know they'll be attending those conventions. If you guys are interested in seeing me, then you know, then hopefully we meet each other in person finally. Anyway, so this next Koopaling, that was Roy Koopa. Roy has his own kind of attack where he has this Quake stun right there, so if he stomps on the ground, then he stun locks you because of his Earthquake, but after 3 hits and it's done, then that's actually not over with. Oh my god, it's Gandalf! What's he doing here? Well, actually, it's more like a Gandalf the White. Although, speaking of Roy, though, like, every time I say Roy, or I think of the name Roy, I always think of Dave Ballmer's acapella of the song, you know, called "Not Roy." Let's see. Be careful in the S world. I didn't get to read the rest. Yeah, this is the next one we're going to. Yeah, every time I hear Roy, then I think of Dave Ballmer's song called "Not Roy," which I guess you'll probably hear me sing that once I get to doing Super Mario World. So, anyway, World 6 is now here. We're done with World 5, and this is Iceland, and so it's gonna be a lot of ice physics. Yeah, I hate this world already. So. Anyways, next time on Let's Play Super Mario Bros. 3, we're going to do World 6, Iceland. So, I will see you guys next time.